Okay. Now we can the computer go silent. Okay, so now
Okay.
okay. Gabrielle, thank you for joining. I forgot to announce this interview. I'm really sorry, but it's gonna stay saved here.
Don't worry.
Um,
Hello everyone. Hola a todos. Thank
Gabrielle,
you,
your
Annie.
English is great for an Italian person. You're Italian, right?
Yeah, I'm Italian.
Okay. Have you been living abroad?
No, but I learned English traveling and working with this because my English school level was not very good, but working and traveling in the dance industry, I like improved.
Okay, so there are a couple of issues. Things I want to talk about. I wanted to talk about your artistic life. I would like to talk about your orientation and being in the Latin community, changing your community, and then also about what you're going to bring to elSol, what you're going to teach. So can you start first telling us your professional career? Obviously, you have a lot of dance background.
Yeah. Okay. So let's start. My professional career my dance career started in 2001. I started dancing in 2001 because my parents used to teach and dance salsa.
Wow, Italian life. I mean,
yeah. So me and my brother started very young, like me with 7 years and my brother with 5 years. And then we started with salsa. I went to my parents' classes, and I used to lead my brother. So this started a lot of years ago, and and then hip hop. Hip hop was my first discipline with salsa.
so how old were you when you started dancing in your parents' school?
7.
Oh, 7. You said you
I
first
was
started
7.
7.
Yeah. Now I'm 29.
Okay, let's do the math. Yes.
Yeah. So salsa and hip hop, and then like artistic gymnastic. I don't know in English. Maybe yes. Yeah. So some acrobatic stuff, and then to ballet. So contemporary, and now in the last years, heels and voguing. So
How many years? How many years it is?
like 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then you combined it with salsa. How did you end up being an artist in the Latin community and with that style?
Yeah, actually, everything I studied, I tried to combine with salsa. Everything I studied, I tried to fusion with salsa. I think we need to improve this salsa world. We need to stay in the with the times, you know.
Make it
So
modern and up to date.
yeah. So everything I studied, I try to fusion with salsa. Like I had a company, like before COVID, we were 4, and we tried to fusion with heels, voguing, hip hop, a lot of hip hop stuff and urban stuff. But then with COVID, one of them go to Madrid, the other one her staff. My brother like leave the dance industry. He's just like some important stuff like Dolce Gabbana, like this type of works, but not in salsa scene anymore. And I'm here, so I'm trying to keep and to to keep what I studied and to keep, because I love salsa scene. So I want to work in this scene. A lot of people are asking me why you don't move to another scene where you can earn, of course, more money, or you can be more famous, because I love salsa scene. I started when I was a baby here, and I want to keep here.
Okay, that's nice. We need people with passion and with a fresh, open mind in the community. And okay, so do you get more work in the Latin community or in the like heels? I don't know, video player work.
Actually, both, because yes, both, actually both, but maybe a little bit more in salsa community, because my name is a little bit more renowned in salsa community.
Okay. So now I have a personal question, but I think it might be interesting for the community. So, as a homosexual man in the Latin community, what's your experience? If you can talk about this, because we like when I came to salsa in also in 2001, but I was a bit older at that point. It was very macho, this kind of aggressive, toxic masculinity
Yeah.
image, and that is considered like the Latino salsero. And now you bring a complete vibe. I was talking a lot about this with Kare, because we were talking about Bruno, and also how Bruno is perceived in the community, that it's okay for a girl to have masculine movement, to do Afro, fusion, and so on. But when a man fuses, typically considered feminine, arms and so on, he's not as respected as the girl who do the masculine version.
Yeah.
So what was your experience, and did you have to push a lot of doors? Did you get rejected?
Yeah, a lot of times. Well, my experience was bad, severely bad in the past, because I was rejected a lot of times for my sexual orientation. Yeah. Especially in this industry, salsa industry, because outside of salsa, in the dance world, this is normal.
It's normal, right? Ballet, I mean, contemporary.
Yeah, everywhere. Heels, of course, and hip hop, of course. But salsa, I think, because salsa is like couple dance style, partner work dance style. So it's very binary, the division between the leader, male, and the follower, woman. So I think for this reason, and for the Latinos, macho and this toxic masculinity, that is not only Latino way, but is something in the world. It's not just Latino. It's something that spread out the world everywhere. Yeah. So I was rejected a lot of times, and for example, when I post some videos, comments are not always good comments. I can see people like putting the vomit emotions, like something like this, and people what he's doing, he's not a girl, what he's wearing, lot of bad comments, but I don't care. I'm being honest, 100%. I don't care now.
Okay. But I'm sure you had to do a lot of self-work.
Yeah,
to be okay.
Yes, because in the past it hurted me a lot. This type of comments and what people think or say, But now, no. And voguing was very important from this point of view.
Okay.
Because voguing helps me a lot.
So is the voguing community or?
Yeah.
Very welcoming. Fans Gabriele di Marzo are saying Gabri the best, único visionario y apasionado.
Yes, thank you.
And you also said when we were talking in private that you like to dance as a follower.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. Can't wait to be in elSol to dance with everyone, leading and following.
Okay, you also lead, right?
Yeah.
So when you teach, you do this, you're going to give us this high heels Latin fusion classes, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be arms. We're still deciding about the floor work.
Yeah. I can do everything, because I was telling you before, I try to fusion things that I studied in my background. So I'm trying now to fusion like bachata and salsa moves with my heels and hip hop background. So it's something cool. Yeah.
I think it's amazing. This is like the future of lady styling.
Yeah.
I love. I actually registered for high heels classes here with a man in Poland, but it is so full. It's hard to get in. I'm like on the reservation list. Uh, because when I look at these guys dance, I mean, they're so technical. Like I see the body,
Yeah.
and I'm like, wow. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a woman, a man, the anatomy, because there's so much technique. The dance is so difficult that I have a feeling that sometimes the guys are even better because the girls are always just going to fake it, like sometimes the high heels dances for ladies are like they're very basic.
Yeah.
But I think when a man teaches this, he really teaches the dance.
Yeah, I think that this discipline is very, very useful and important for a lot of things. Because, for example, for balance, for technique on heels. Because for all the people that want to dance salsa or bachata or Latin dance on heels, it's very, very important. Because it's not just every time I say this in my heels classes, it's not just putting heels on and move your back. Heels is not this. Heels is a lot of technique. We always do across the floors, just balance, just turns, like a ballet class. It's very technical style.
And at the same time, you relax into your hip also, right? Because in ballet, I used to dance ballet, so everything is like this. So then for salsa, you need to start releasing.
Some exercises are like ballet, but of course with a different technique, because we used to move more our hips and our body in a different way.
Yeah. So this is, we finally, I mean, ladies, this is for you. You finally have a class where you can master the technique and not just body movement and so on, but actually walking, strengthening your leg muscles.
Yeah. In my classes, I do like across the floor, just walking. Because of course, I imagine that Yanis Marshall.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I used to take his classes, and very useful classes about technique. Just walking, like 3 or 4 across the floor, just walking.
Yeah.
It's like when you take a salsa class just about basic step. You can always improve.
Yes, I mean, I'm really happy that this is going to be part of elSol. You guys is going to have 3 classes: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, I'm very happy to. Thank you. It's
You're
for
also
me.
coming
I want to
with
say that.
your team.
That for me is a dream to be in this Congress, because I was dreaming with this Congress since when I was a baby. So to be there now is like a dream for me, and I'm very, very happy about this.
That's
yes,
really
and I
sweet.
will enjoy with my team, with my salsa team. Yes.
Oh, this is actually an interesting, because a lot of people try or ask me, how to get into the Congress, and you're like a new artist, you just approached me, and we had an agreement, and so whenever newcomers, if you want to start working with me with elSol or with other congresses, it's important to make this step, but don't just send a resume, because I get so much. You have to build a relationship, and you have to be different. You have to stand out, and you have to be very clear about what you bring to the event. This is what Gabriele did. He said exactly how he can contribute, and then for me it's easier to filter through all of those messages that I get. And it's really important to be different, because we have so many amazing dancers in the world, and then I don't sometimes I don't know why I should book this one and not that one.
Of course, you have to choose. I think that I always was different in some way. I always was different from other artists, maybe also for my sexual orientation, of course, and this was a power from a certain point of view, but it was also bad thing from another point of view, because you are different, so we don't call you because you are so different that people don't understand you. and it is so close mentality to me. Because if you want to, I always say this, that if you want to show people something, you have to bring and show. If you want people start to see and approach with that thing. If you don't bring that, if you don't show, of course people are not using to see this kind of things maybe every day, so they don't want to know about that. But if a owner of a congress bring something like this, he or she wants to show people what is that, because she or he believes that is something useful, something good.
Do you get contracted more by men or women, like in the Latin industry?
Good question. I never thought about that. No, I think maybe both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So different.
Mm-hmm.
I think now it's a good time also because this is a very popular style, and I think a lot of prejudice and everything is kind of going away.
Yeah.
I don't know about guys, but women definitely. They're gonna love that.
Yeah. Women always love me, and that women that don't love me is because they're a little bit like jealous.
So what are your plans for the future? What's your dream project? Where do you want to go with your art?
With my style, you mean?
Your dance, your project.
Okay, everywhere. Actually, this year is my first very international year. Because I always travel the world since when I was like maybe 18 or 19. I was in Puerto Rico Salsa Open when I was in like 2015 alone. Like from Italy, boom, I was there. Like, so I love to travel a lot, but this year is a very, very international year for my career, for my work, because I went to Florida in July, to Australia in August. Now I'm going to Colombia. I'm leaving on Wednesday, and I'm going to Colombia to judge the Cali festival, the competition.
Wow.
To me, is an honor. Yes, I will announce this this afternoon because no one knows that. So it's very, very important to me. It's an honor, and I will go to India, to New York, to California, lot of places that I'm always like dreaming about that, and now I'm,
It's happening.
Yeah, it's happening. So because I'm like this, I always believe in this work, in this since I was a baby, I want to be an artist in this scene. So I was just focusing on this. Always in the COVID times, yes, I was a little bit sad, but I was still there online, and I lost my company, and I was alone, and I was thinking about leave the salsa scene. I was just reinvented. Is good.
Yeah, it's a good word.
Reinvent. Yeah, me. Like what I can do now different alone. So
That's good. That's a very good trait. I mean, I can see that you put also a lot of heart, even just working with us. A lot of attention to the cooperation, and I think it's very inspiring because a lot of the times people who would like to work for us, so they start from a very arrogant level, and then it's not gonna work. Because first I need to see, I need to be able to both invest in your time, I'm investing my trust before it becomes like a well monetized cooperation, right? And sometimes people just approach me and they say, okay, but I charge 2,000 euros. And I'm like, if I wanted to book you and pay you, I would have done it. You know? So yes, I like how you're going after your dreams.
I think that now actually.
Okay, we're losing you. I think there's a Wi-Fi issue.
I like how you're going at Wi-Fi issue.
Okay, I see you back. Hey,
are you okay?
I don't
hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now yes. You had a call?
I'm okay, but you are like freezing.
Something maybe with the connection. I had also a moment when I didn't see you. But is it okay now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's continue.
So my project for my future are this: to travel more and more, of course, and to see a lot of countries more, and to know a lot of people more. You know, about salsa. Every salsa scene is different in every country. You know, salsa and bachata, of course, because I'm a bachatero too. I love bachata a lot. So I want to enjoy different countries, and I want to make my also my team. I want to start travel with them too. For this reason, I want to bring them to the elSol, because it's a very, to me, is one of the most beautiful and big congress in Europe. So I want them to enjoy this, because it's their first international congress outside Italy.
Amazing.
So I want they to enjoy this congress, and I want to bring them hopefully also to the United States in June and July, to maybe California or Florida. Let's see.
How many dancers?
There are 5 actually.
Okay.
But we are traveling with different like formations. It depends on them, because
boys and girls, or
boys.
team?
Yeah. Actually, I have 1 boy now, maybe 2, and the other are girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. From today's perspective, you're 29. What would you advise yourself at the age of 19?
Well, first, to be humble, because maybe sometimes in the past I was like, so I can understand the young people. Well, I'm young now. Also now I'm young, but I can understand younger people than me when they are like, no, you have to pay me, or no, you have to, because I was young too, and I can recognize this type of attitude, you know. So to be humble for sure, because this industry is very, very hard. As you was talking about before, there are a lot of artists, and every owner of Congress has to make a choice about artists. Because, for example, if I want to organize a Congress, I want to bring everything and everyone, because I love the dance.
Exactly, it's always my problem also.
But I, of course, you have like budget, limited budget that you can, of course, invert in the Congress. So it's very difficult for you. So now I can understand you, and I can understand the young people. But for sure, this first thing, to be humble, and second things, don't care about what people think about you, about your orientation, about your dance, because you know who you are, and you know what you want to do, and where you want to arrive. So don't care about what people think about you, and try to keep the good vibes of that people that want to help you in some good way, you know. positive way, not
Do you-
that negative way.
Do you experience discrimination?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is it-
Also in the artist community. Yeah,
Okay.
I can say I don't want to make the like the how can say in
Gossip.
English?
Gossip. You don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to make the gossip, but I had discrimination in this world. Yeah, in this scene. For example, when we won La Negra with my brother in 2017,
Okay.
there were something like blah 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 about they're in the masculine category, but they're dancing like feminine way, and it hurted at that time. But now, if I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking like, I don't care. I won.
Exactly, and it's probably actually when you dance in a typically, because who says what's feminine and what's masculine, but typically feminine energy, then it's even harder to win, because usually like when I run solo competition and when I don't classify men and women separate, it's always men that win because of the masculine, the power, So if you're dancing in different energy, it's even harder to win. So,
yeah. Because this is the salsa world, But I think that it's not all about the power. It's not just about the power that you put in dance. It's a lot of things like, expression, technique, lot of things.
Salsa is actually, if you talk from the perspective of energy, it's a very masculine dance. Also, as women express, it's also a lot of very like hard energy, a lot of aggression. And I also feel that in different stages of my life, sometimes I need to move into different energy, into more flow or something. Like it is a certain one kind of energy. Like it's very difficult for us to be elegant and delicate and successful in the salsa community.
Yeah,
This
it's
kind of
right.
people expect that.
Yeah,
Even when
yeah.
women dance, they're expected to like.
But fortunately we have a lot of artists that they are delicate and elegant and not that strong energy, and they are very, very renowned and famous. So I love this, and I love to see that. Since when I was a baby, and it's not a case, My inspiration when I was very, very young, when I was a baby, was Jesus Aponte. Yes.
Yes,
for sure.
I remember with Jason Molina also from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Jason Molina. But Jesus, because he was living here in Italy, so I could watch him live performing and giving classes. And he made my choreography when I was in Puerto Rico in 2015. And for me, it was a dream because I see him like like an idol. So when I was a baby, he was my very, very idol. And
I love the show
like
choreographies with the girls that he did. These were my favorite shows.
Yeah. And for example, one of my favorite shows about him was the I don't know, he made with different dancers. With Sheila, with Tanya.
Gilberto Santa Rosa.
Yes, that one.
Que alguien me diga.
Que alguien me diga. That's my favorite.
Also mine.
Yeah.
And it was
always
beautiful because he made the lady shine. It was not stressed. It was elegant. The lips were comfortable. It was not just throwing around. And sometimes, as an audience, I pray, "Oh my God, are they going to survive the show?" When they do a lot of lifts, but it's so hectic that I'm stressed that someone is going to drop someone.
Yeah. No. It was so fluid and elegant and delicate and salsa, very salsero. it was everything to me. And my dream is to dance that choreo. He knows. He knows. Yeah, I told him a lot of times. Yeah,
It's a classic.
maybe one day, like a tribute. Yeah.
Gorgeous. I love that too.
Yeah, he is one of my idols for sure. But I have a lot.
Tell
actually.
us more. Who else?
Barbara Jimenez was my mom, my very mom in this scene. Because when I was a baby, I was in her classes, in her workshops, and I was watching at her like hearts here in my eyes. And yeah, she was since when I was a very baby, like 10 years.
Okay.
I know her from a lot of years, and yeah, she's like calling me my son everywhere in comments on Instagram when we meet, and every time we meet, my son, and she's my mommy. Yeah, she knows. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And for example, Jessica Quiles too. She's younger than Barbara and Jesus. It is the next generation.
Yes, she's gorgeous.
After them.
I'm bringing her to elSol Spring Edition in March.
Yeah, I know. And she's one of my best friends in the scene, and she's one of my inspirations in this scene.
Okay.
For sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
she
love
knows.
her style too.
Yeah. And I was in her house now in Florida in July. I was with her 3 weeks, and we were like, wow. Every time we meet, we share everything. You know, personal and heart and everything. Yeah, we are very, very close and connected.
Okay, that's nice. Hello to Jessica, in case she'll watch it later. Yeah, I think I'm out of questions. Okay. What was the hardest moment in your dance career?
Sorry. I have a little bit of cold. You know, when you travel in the airplanes, they are crazy with the air condition. Yeah, and I always like this. My hardest time in my dance career for sure was after COVID. After COVID, I was alone. My brother decided to stop with the salsa scene, and we were like a name together, Di Marzo brothers. We were like, we won the La Negra, and we were something new and different together because we were very similar between us, like very synchro. For this reason, we were two, because we were very, very, you know, similar
and the same way.
Yeah, and unique. So without him was hard to think about how to go forward. How can I do now without him? And it's very difficult because he's not someone, it's my brother. So it was very difficult.
It was probably also hard, that he chose a different path, right?
Yeah.
What does he do now?
He's a makeup artist now.
Okay.
And he's dancing too, but just something like very bougie works, like Dolce & Gabbana, like with famous brands, dancing, of course, dancing, but with just not in salsa scene.
Okay.
Yeah. And so and without my company, because I had a company too, dance company. We were four. Me, my brother, my dance partner of always. We like grow up together. Giada Cristofori. She's from Italy.
Yes, we know Giada.
Yeah, and Lucrezia too. She's a very, very good dancer. Now she moved to Madrid, and she's watching the live. Luli Milan, he's here now. Enjoyed. And she was in my company. We were four, and she's the best friend of my brother. So we were like family, you know. We were
Ciao,
four,
amore.
but yeah, she was ciao amore, and we were like a family. So without them, I was in a moment like, what I can do now? I feel lost, you know. Without them, without my brother, I don't know what I can do now, because I don't want to be the same of everyone. I want to be unique and different. So how I can do something different. And I was trying different things, and then I understood that I could do this about heels and voguing and try to make a fusion with salsa. Also with walking, because walking too is very easy to fusion with salsa. Harm stuff and everything is very easy, but not easy. Easy but not easy. Yes, because
Okay.
walking has a lot of Latin influence inside. So we're there. Is there. The fusion is there.
Okay.
It's just difficult. Try to me, it's not difficult to fusion, because if I put a song and I start dance, I fusion naturally. But what is art is how to teach people, because of course salsa people in the scene, they don't have background. The majority of them, they don't have background about walking, voguing, heels, and other stuff. They are just salseros. So is you have to start from the basics and try to teach the basics, you know. That's the hardest part, yeah, of the fusion to me.
Okay. Well,
It's
it's
like when you
nice.
do a salsa fusion with afro. If you don't have afro basics,
Afro
you
base.
can't do a good fusion, you know. And
I think the fusion with the heels, it's gonna stay. Like it's something that is very compatible, and a lot of ladies, like the bachata ladies, they're using a lot of the high heels movements, and I think it's going to fuse. People will start to learn this also, just like they started to learn Afro. I think you're bringing
Yeah,
something
yeah,
very
yeah.
important to the community that's going to stay.
Yeah. And for example, a lot of times I can, watching bachata videos or salsa videos, I can see that they're trying to put something about heels technique or voguing technique, but maybe in not a very good way. So every time I think, please study what you want to put in your fusion, because it's very important to study to know what you're doing, to know very well what you're doing. For example, now in bachata is this move is very popular in bachata, but they maybe don't know that it's a figure eight. This move is figure eight and is from voguing, hence performance about voguing. Maybe they don't know. They just watch this and okay, I can do that. Boom, and they do maybe in a wrong way, and they actually don't know
Where
what
it
it
comes
is.
from.
Yeah. So it's very important to know what you're doing and to know where you take that type of move.
Amazing. So you gotta come to his classes. I mean, that's great. I would like to come. I don't know if I'll be able, but
Yeah,
it
I
would be
hope.
nice.
Well, I have
So-
3, so you can join.
I try.
Maybe
I try.
one.
Jada is staying. Ciao, amore.
Yeah, Jada is one of my dancers from my team. Yeah, she's very good. She's young, but she's very
I
good.
met Jada when she was working with Juan. So,
Oh no,
Juan
she's
Mata.
Jada Nigriello. She's another Jada.
That's another Jada. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She's another Jada. Jada Cristofori, yes. She danced too with Juan.
Okay, that's another. Sorry, Jada.
Yeah.
So, what was your best experience in your dance career?
My best experience was to win La Negra, of course. Yes, for sure. That crowd was wow. The energy. When we finished the choreo was finishing like this, and I can feel now in my body the energy of the crowd coming to us, and like from the feet to up, like wow. and actually we were doing the, like bye,
Bowing,
hello.
bow.
Yeah, and we were crying. The energy was so strong there. Yeah, this is one of my best moments in my career. Yes.
Okay. Well, I wish you a lot of those moments ahead.
Thank you.
Is there anything you would like to add? Any message to the community?
Yes, for sure. The most important message I can give the community from my side is to try to open your mind and try to accept what is different from you. Everything. You can like something or dislike something, but try to accept this, even if you don't like, because salsa is for everyone, dance is for everyone, and we have to teach people also to accept the differences. Not because the teacher is not just it's not easy to be a teacher. Teacher is not just okay, let's learn this step 1 2 3 5 6 7. No, teacher is a point of is a very important point. I don't know in English how to say that.
Like a role model or
Yeah.
a mentor,
Yeah,
someone
is a
who
mentor.
should do more than just show a
Yeah.
move, right?
Yes, so a teacher should to teach how to accept differences. Yeah, to me.
The mentality. Also.
Yeah, the open mind, and yeah, this is very
I
important.
love how the community is changing and how this, because generally in the society there is a lot more inclusivity. I mean, everybody's working on it. As a woman, as a single mother of two kids, I also experienced discrimination. So the concept of discrimination, open mind, I live it, right? And then I can understand there's the same concept of orientation or skin color, right? It's all about being open and just accepting differences and needs. And I know that in the States they organize a queer dance festival.
Yeah, I'm going there.
And I heard everybody had an amazing time, because I think the atmosphere when you're inclusive and accepting, it works great for everyone. Also for the heterosexual people, because it's general acceptance.
Yeah, you're talking about the Congress in California?
Yeah, Karen told me about it.
Oh yes, I'm going there this year in June. I'm so excited about that, because I was watching at that Congress too, and I was like, oh my God, that's incredible.
I love this, and I love that these trends are also coming into the community. It's a very long process. First, it was about women getting their independence, right, and not being treated like slaves of the guys.
Yeah.
Now it's another phase of just introducing different energy, right? Different interpretations.
Yeah. And one more thing, I think that who's not like, for example, an heterosexual man that has a normal like body and everything can't understand what discrimination is, because it's not discriminated every day.
Someone needs to have a lot of empathy, or understanding sister, mother, daughter, or a brother, right? Someone very important, because it's very hard to explain to someone and say, what do you want? You're allowed to study and work. There's no discrimination.
What do you want? You're allowed to study and
they don't understand.
There's no discrimination.
Yeah. So it's very important to be empathic and to try to understand someone that has no conforming body. Try to understand something that is dark skin. Try to understand something is gay or something that is transsexual, for example. Try to understand that people that are discriminated every day. Try to understand a woman that can't work because is, for example, that she's how to say in English, pregnant, for example. Try to understand these type of things.
Yeah. Or or someone is not skinny, right?
Yeah,
And then
not
it also is a
conforming
problem
body.
because
Yeah, that is
I
not
realized
skinny.
lately, my marketing agency told me that it's for people who are new, it may be kind of intimidating because I want to start dancing salsa, but I'm not the youngest, I'm not the skinniest, and when we only show pictures of skinny hot people, then we kind of scare the people who might want to start dancing. So then I thought, okay, when I show pictures put on the website, I have to think of a more general, more democratic picture of people, because not everyone is in size XS, right? And 25 years old. The customers are actually older. So yeah, it works like for all spheres. We have a comment here from Kevin Cards. Fortissimo, saremmo felici di dedicarci una card.
Oh, thank you, grazie. Yeah, this is a new page. I think that they are doing like artist cards, like cards, cards with power, musicality, like this, and they want to make a card about me. Thank you.
So your message to the community is basically be tolerant, right?
Yeah, be tolerant and be empathic and be try to understand the differences, the other people, other bodies, other sexualities, other genders, everything, and try to normalize what is different. Normalize different bodies. For example, normalize a not skinny body on stage, for example.
Yeah, this is like I watch a lot of profiles, mainly American women, I think, one British, who are active, they work out, but they're not skinny, like they have like layers of fat, although they have the muscles and so on. And the more I watch this, the better I feel about my body, right? That I'm not size 34. So I think it's important to show this picture, so we see different people.
Yeah, of course.
La vida es un festival y cabemos todos. Fans.
Yeah. And also, for example, that people that can't hear or can't see. So, for example, in social media, we have to work on this too. Try to make easy for them, like subtitles, for example, for who can't hear, and everything that can help people that can't do something or like normally in their life. Yeah, and for example, voguing scene is very, very about this, about acceptance. That's the good and positive about the voguing scene. And what helped me a lot was, of course, voguing scene that is called ballroom scene. That's not ballroom like ballroom style, like Latin dance. It's ballroom scene is about voguing, is a culture, ballroom culture, and that was very, very useful for my self acceptance. Yeah, that was very, very useful.
Okay. Yeah, I love this. I love that we can have this conversation as part of the Latin Congress.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Anything else?
Thank you, Hania. No, I think no. I can't wait to be there. Can't wait to give my classes. Can't wait to social dance. Can't wait to perform there, because I was talking before, is a dream to me to be there. So thank you, Anya. Thank you, elSol, and see you soon.
Thank you, guys. Hi, Anna. Thank you for watching. Yes, see you all in November. That's very soon. Thank you, Gabriele.
Yeah. Thank you, Anya.
Okay, finishing here.